Don't y'all love Mondays? I can tell you very much why I love Mondays. Being that the very next day, now I gotta go handle business, and I get to sit down and watch 3 hours of Raw? Wasting my fucking time in the process? Oh, you gotta love those Mondays too, especially with wrestling. Oh, well, there's absolutely jack shit at all going on. Hey, why you get to suffer it all at all? Well, of course for y'all, this lovely community, beautiful people out there as y'all, by the way. But I also wanted to get into something else. Well, if I will, well, yeah, let me get to this real quick. But I mean, I actually kind of heard, of course, days ago when it first broke. But I mean, it's not gonna be the first, and it's not gonna be the last. So of course, hearing how like this is like going from the whole discourse with you know, well, if you are already wondering why I get like it's not like I'm gonna be like that very much long here to talk about Raw, obviously, but yeah, for the time being that we're here. But yeah, it's like man, we like continue to have like this weird ass debate about. Obviously, I'm referring to that when it comes to Eminem. Of course, with the whole thing with Umar said about Eminem and him not being a GOAT because he's white, and we wonder why. You know, especially like this particular rate, you know that, people want to the black community, African Americans or whatever. Like, they wonder why we're in the spot that they're in, and you know, there's no unity, and it's just a bunch of dumb shit that us. And it's like to be like, you know, well, very much for those the white, like they won, and they won. Like, this is how they won. Like I said, I've always hated, and I just can't. I can't stand that sort of dumb shit when it came to that. Always. And that's like let's say it won't be the first and it won't be the last time. And I'm sure like Eminem has had a blast watching it too. Big shout out, props up to MC Shan for sticking up to him too, because that was some good shit. I saw MC Shan's like defending Eminem's honor, and I saw the whole single picture where Eminem had the cassette tapes of listening to MC Shan. Pretty much, you know, if you know, you know, and you know, basically like like saying thank you to MC Shan. But yeah, it's that whole fucking Discord. It's like the same thing. Like it's just really fucking nonsensical. It really is. And like I said, we wonder why we're where we're at, when it comes to the black community. Can't stand the fucking black community today. Yeah, and I'm black. And just as a human race, that's where we're at. But yeah, let's get back to wrestling. Or if I will say a little bit, Sasha, but like, I mean, it is wherever, because we don't know yet. But like I said, the same thing. I mean, it can go to that point. It probably will turn out that point. Sorry about that, but it may turn out that point. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. You know, like I said, when it gets to that point, when it comes to, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, we'll see. But I had Raw. Watched Raw tonight, day one, New Year. I watched day one. I had Raw in the background, and yeah, typical Raw as usual. Yeah, just there, and just a lot of bullshit going on. I didn't really give a fuck at all. I just was kicking back, doing other things as usual, but just looking back in Raw. But yeah, we actually, those one of those former champions. I mean, I already could have sensed it at one point. I don't know why people. Yeah, it could be Batista, but yeah, I thought I thought it could be somebody else. I don't know, former champions might be showing up on day one, and obviously it clicked into my head too. Like, I mean, who showed up? Who showed up weeks before and who been on that one like SmackDown, was on that SmackDown too. Obviously The Rock, and yeah, of course The Rock came back. That kicked off the first Raw, kicked off the year, and pretty much yeah, of course, I mean it's The Rock, and that whole segment right there pretty much sealed the whole deal for Raw for me. Probably like only one of the very good things too. Actually, I'm really glad to, really fucking glad to. Raw, I mean, he can't still save it himself, but I mean, really happy, so fucking glad that R-Truth is back because the Raw. Oh wow, Raw might actually be bearable with him around, but yeah, I will say that. But it's so good to see R-Truth back. But yeah, pretty much, and The Rock, said, or he was doing the whole thing with Jinder Mahal and everything like that. I actually kind of like that, kind of like he was like Jinder Mahal was like cutting his Iron Sheik or Sergeant Slaughter or this type of promo. I wish the WWE had the balls to really go into that, but but yeah, I kind of enjoyed that promo. Jinder Mahal was cutting like America sucks. Like we need that, definitely need that type of shit, that type of content and wrestlers back. Absolutely. But yeah, of course, in The Rock and everything like that, and we obviously get what eventually what was leading up to. And The Rock, of course, Jinder Mahal does people's elbow and everything like that, and then yeah, before he leaves, he mentions, or will The Rock sit at the head of the table? And obviously, yeah, you already know what they're like. So, wow. So yeah, obviously, I said if we didn't already. They was already like, yeah. I mean, I think he already said it. Also himself too at one point when he was at a Super Bowl, I think, or like NBA, like yeah, somewhere like that. And then like we already knew we was getting that. We would have got it last year, but yeah, whether or not, yeah, I think it may be after we getting that this year. It'll probably be in the night 2 main event with Roman and The Rock, and yeah, so that oh wow, that's what they're deciding to go into now, and yeah, that is what they're going to be picked up is going. That's what we're doing, and so I mean yeah, it's definitely going to be a ride. Like I said, like if we didn't already expect already, but yeah, that's is what's coming. But yeah. And of course, like I said, I didn't really care about anything else. It was kind of like like I said, a pay-per-view. It was kind of like a pay-per-view type of Raw, but it was Raw, of course, a regular show, and it was like just like, of course, you had matches, you had championship matches, you had the matches, regular matches, and you had the championship matches like Rhea Ripley versus Ivy Nile for the women's championship, and of course the main event, Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. And yeah, like I said, also I hope that Giovanni is okay. The one that the other dude had for the Imperium, that fucking sucked. Yeah, you hate to start the year off that, but yeah, hopefully he's okay. That really sucks. But yeah, that really looked like it, yeah, pretty bad, of course, because I saw the video and Kofi hit like really out. But probably what set the concussion, what he probably has is a concussion. That probably hurt to begin with, but his head, the way it smacked, kind of like went in and smacked against the bottom of his head at the on the mat. Yeah, that looked like that was yeah. You don't want to see that. Ew. But yeah, hopefully Giovanni is okay. And that was pretty much Raw. I didn't really care about anything else. Really, I said also too, like it was really also kind of expecting it. Like if you're not gonna have, that's the whole thing, because they really are really starting to fuck that over and starting to make that really useless. Like if you're not gonna have, the whole thing with Damian Priest coming out to cash in. If y'all not really gonna have it to, like, if it's gonna be to where they have it ended to where it's just every time where it's like, oh, it didn't go, he didn't get the cash it in. Like do we not go with that point? Like it's just really starting to get fucking annoying. And it's just like, damn, it's like that WWE where they just like drag shit the fuck out. But damn, like if they're not gonna do it, then don't go with it. But yeah, like, that was pretty much Raw. I didn't really care about anything else besides, of course, R-Truth and The Rock, pretty much. But yeah, Raw sucks as always. And it's WWE, obviously. But yeah, if y'all liked it, whatever, y'all liked it. So yeah, stay blessed, enjoy yourselves, and seeing you fine gents and ladies later. Yeah, the new year. Well, the next day. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, and hail off to the next day.